Hey y'all. Hey. It's been a while. Happy New Year to everyone. And hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020, right? So if you saw my community post recently, I posted an excerpt from the book Hotactics from Jill Lambert. And I encourage every woman, if you must take relationship advice from a man, then you should tune into Jill Lambert, not anyone else, right? Like, not these men that hate you, not these men that lack perceptive abilities to know what's really going on. But Jill Lambert is the GOAT. So check out Jill Lambert. I posted that in my community section. I have a book club. And this is another thing. I wanted to come on really quick to let you know that people are joining my book club on the Facebook group. It's not just a book club. It's also kind of like a strategy group as well. So if you're interested in that, you can hit me up on my Instagram and get into the group. I will be going over Hotactics because it is a staple read. You hear me? If you are a woman and you're not trying to get played out here in these streets, you need to watch, or you need to read Hotactics. I wish they made a movie about Hotactics or a show, right? That would be amazing. But you got me, right? I will be making more videos in the future, highlighting some of the gems of Jill Lambert's work. I'm a little tipsy. I just got back from a date. Just had a couple of glasses of wine, but I'm chilling right now, and I missed you guys. Hey, Nick McCoolB, you are new. Hey, Nick, what's up? Haven't seen you around here before. Antoinette, hey Antoinette, I just got your what you left a comment on my community post, right? So hey girl, hey. If you're interested in getting into the Facebook group / book club that I'm holding, you can just hit me up on Instagram. You can send me a DM and I'll send you the details about how to get into that. Hey, Sophie girl. Hey, Apple girl. How you doing, Apple girl? Listen, this is the thing. Sophie says I have the PDF to that book, and Apple girl says I'm going to finally read it this year. Y'all, listen, ladies. You need to read this book, okay? And I mean, study the book, but also study Shira 7 as well. Like, Shira 7 is the OG. I would not be here without Shira. Shira changed my life. Go to her channel, Shira 7. Watch all her content. I'm telling you, it will change. You will have a new understanding of yourself as a woman. You understand? Nick McCoolby says, I know I usually get to watch your AOT. Okay, Art of the Root videos. Okay. I should be making a new review recently. And I wore some Art of the Root products today when I went on my date. And before the date ended, the guy was like, oh, when am I going to see you again? And I'm like, okay. All right, these oils work, man. These oils work. The oils work. So I think you guys should also check out the Art of the Root oils. I don't know, man. It's something about that. It's something about hoodoo oils, occult practices, and parapsychology that really help one to manifest what they want in life. Okay, but let's talk Hotactics, y'all. Let's talk Hotactics. I posted this excerpt on my community page, and I got some comments on the post that I had to delete. And no, I do not support trafficking or any of that. I don't support women selling their physical bodies, but I do support women getting the most value they possibly can for their time, the time that they spend with these men who are very thirsty to get their attention. And I do want women to put value on their attention. You understand? Because ladies, we have been completely brainwashed into believing that what we have is just normal, that it's not special, right? Like, nah. I'm going to read you this excerpt, right? Oh, this is great. So Sophie says, if you want the PDF, because this is a PDF too. Great, Sophie. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Sophie says, ladies, if you want the PDF, you can send me your Gmail and she'll send it to you. Okay. Thank you, Sophie. You're amazing. All right. So you can get it on a PDF. You can get it on Audible. The narrator for the Audible book for Hotactics is amazing, guys. He's amazing. But let me read this to y'all, okay? I'll read the highlighted parts. Actually, no, let me read starting here. It says, women tell me, this is G.L. Lambert writing. He says, women tell me that guys today don't date or they date cheaply. They claim that this is not a reflection of their value as a woman. It's proof that men of the 21st century lack respect for the dating game. He says, I call BS. And he says, Punani is recession proof. Punani's value doesn't fluctuate on the NASDAQ. Every day, a new vagina breaks price record. So why is your stock flat? Punani hasn't become free in the last 20 years. It's become cheap. It's become discounted, and it's being given away by women who think men are hard to find and need to be ASAP. It's been manipulated by men who've convinced girls to buy into this idea to be independent means to accept going Dutch or submit to the come over and chill dates. Okay. And he says, your punani isn't a man's only option. There will always be girls who give it up faster with a lot less effort. But despite what other females are doing, your punani should always remain a luxury item. And, I'm just going to say this. Today I saw a live stream of someone talking about women being gold diggers, right? Oh, they're gold diggers. And the guy was reading the definition of being a gold digger. And it was like someone that puts material things over the person, someone that prioritizes material things over the relationship. And I'm like, you know who are the real gold diggers? The men trying to get the material, the JJ. Those are the real gold diggers, right? So this idea that women are gold diggers is absurd, because before money even existed, right? Before all these luxury items, before all of the material goods that we hold dear to our hearts today, before all of these things existed, men were after female bodies. Men were after the control of female bodies, right? Straight up. A lot of men will prioritize sex over everything in a relationship. I had this guy tell me, he was like, well, what do women bring to the table besides sex? What do they bring besides their punani? And I'm like, okay, how about this? I bring everything to the table except the punani. You still want me? They say no. So, come on, guys. Like, we have to get out of side of this misogynistic male brainwashing that women are gold diggers. They are not gold diggers. A woman is not a gold digger for requiring some type of value or reward for risking her life to interact with men, whether that be a basic interaction, whether that be just talking to a man, because you're risking your life if you talk to a man and fit like in proximity to a man, because you have women out here getting shot in the face for telling a man, no, thank you, I'm not interested, when they make sexual advances on a woman. You have women being killed, strangled to death, sexually assaulted when they are rejected, when the men are rejected by the women. So it's risky to deal with men. Understand that it is never smart to take a risk without the potential of there being some type of reward or benefit at the end of the risk, right? So interacting with men is risky, period. If you tie in relationships and sex, it gets even riskier, right? 50,000 women die each year from their intimate partners. Women die for all sorts of reasons dealing with men, okay? There are studies that also prove that women who stay single actually live longer and they have happier lives, okay? So it's just, why? Why? Oh, hey, Uncle Wayne, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was just trying to, I'll try to look good today. Have my little lace dress on today. But thank you. I appreciate the donation. So there has to be some type of reward to interact with men. The risks are way too high. So don't believe these men. Understand what these men are really saying when they call you a gold digger, when they try to shame you into accepting the crumbs that they try to get for the most valuable thing in this world. And the most valuable thing in this world is the portal that you have between your legs. Understand that what they're essentially doing is asking you to risk your life for no type of reward and for free for their fleeting sexual pleasure. You understand what I'm saying? Understand your value. I'm telling you, when you start to read the book Hotactics and you really start to internalize this message, when you start to go consume Shiva Seven's content on YouTube, which is I highly suggest everyone do, because this woman changed my life. You will start to really understand your value as a woman, and you will not accept anything less than. Okay, like there's no reason. It's crazy. It's like, do people out here walk around with their purse open, taking money out their purse and then handing it to people? No. So why are you handing out your attention as a woman? Why are you handing out your attention? Why are you handing out your time? Why are you handing out your energy? Why are you handing out access to your body for nothing? Why? Let me read. What is this? Okay, this is a problem. So Cactus Jackson says, I found out a woman I was with was pregnant. I told her, as long as you are with me, your body is mine, not yours. So I told her to take care of it. Disclaimer, we are just starting to date. It was from her ex. Okay, that's strange. Technically that body isn't yours, but whatever. Yeah, stay away from men like this, ladies. This guy, Cactus Jackson, stay far away. And this is the thing, right? Like, Cactus Jackson is actually showing us what men are really after, right? Men aren't necessarily after money. Men will go after money just so they can increase their access to women, just so they can increase their sexual access to women. You understand what I'm saying? Like, men will go get great jobs. Men will go buy nice houses. Men will go buy cars. Men will get educated. Men will start these huge companies just to have access to a woman, just to please a woman. You understand? So if what you have is more valuable than money, why are you just handing that stuff out all willy-nilly and freely without getting some type of reward in return? I don't understand that. Like, women, we need to start being a little bit more strategic about how we express and who we give access to when it comes to our sexuality and our sexual expression. Brown Foxy says, I just downloaded the book yesterday. Okay, hey. Uncle Wayne says, you tripping, right? I don't know, man. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, Happy New Year. Hey, Happy New Year, Just Tammy. But anyway, y'all, if you want to get into the group, hit me up on Instagram. My handle is UniverseTrip. Universe.trip. I just put it up right here. You can hit me up. I will give you the details about how to enter the group. But we really need to sit down and strategize as women, just like how to empower ourselves in a patriarchal, misogynistic, sexist society, and understand that a woman's body is the source of everything that we know, right? Like, none of us would exist had we not entered this world through a woman's portal. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but understanding how powerful this is, we really shouldn't just be given it. I mean, and men will punish you. Society, look, understand, when men blame single mothers, when men bash single mothers, when the world does this, they are punishing you for giving out the most valuable thing in the world all willy-nilly without discretion. But anyway, Brown Foxy says, yes, we women need to be more careful because some people's spirit are not good. I mean, they don't have anything to offer. Like, this is one thing I really want men and women to understand, right? When a woman gives her body to a man, she is taking on the lion's share of the risk. She is the one that gets pregnant. She is the one that will face the social stigma for her sexual choices. She is the one that is more susceptible to getting STDs because of the inward nature of her sexual organ. She is the one that could die from the pregnancy or pregnancy complications. So if you're going to take on all of this risk, I highly suggest you start to think about the cost and if it's worth taking. Okay. All right. Yo, what's up? Hey, Zuko. How you doing? Hey, Joey. This is Joey. Listen, this is going to be a short live. I just want to say hey to y'all because I haven't been on here for a minute. I haven't been on YouTube in a good week because I've just been like busy. But y'all have to see this, man. Like, let me show y'all some of this. It's crazy. Y'all have to look at this book. This book is this book is everything. You don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. So check out the book Hotactics. I'm giving you little excerpts here. But understand that women, the thing that you have between your legs is more valuable than money itself. So don't just be handing that stuff out to just any old body for no reason. Because you want some silly stuff like attention. Like, you should never, like, honestly, like, it's like self-love, man. Self-love is what a lot of these women have to be working on, because if you understood what you had, like if you really understood the value of what you have as a woman, if you understood the value of your presence as a woman, you would never seek you would never seek validation from a male, ever. You would never seek attention from a male, ever. Because they are literally programmed to pursue you, to follow you, to try to get access to you, but not the other way around. This is Hotactics. So let me get the link. I will put the link in the chat. If you guys are interested, I highly suggest everyone reads this book, especially if you're a woman. But this, the ironic thing is that this book is written by a male, right? So it's like, I can see a lot of men would see him as like a traitor to his bros, because he's just dropping a lot of gems and a lot of issues that revolve around women not getting what they want in relationships comes from women not putting themselves first, really. Like, y'all need to do that. Stop playing games. What's this? Joey, what you talking about? Listen, I'm gonna let, if somebody wants to come on real quick, I got 10 more minutes. You can come on and say something. I know Joey is a star. Let me see. I'm trying to get this book real quick. Y'all can see. Hey, Melanie Hazelton. Hey, girl. Let me see. It drives me crazy. All of this talk about gold diggers. Oh, gold diggers, though. And it's like, yo, men are the real gold diggers. They're trying to get something even more valuable than money. It's like women are gold diggers. It's like men are trying to get the thing that's even more valuable than money. And that's the thing between a woman's legs. That's the portal of life. They are the real gold diggers. It's like, what is it for someone to go after money? Like, money is nothing in comparison to a literal portal of life. You understand? So this is the link to the book, y'all. Y'all can copy this link. It's right here. I put it in the chat. Let me pin this, actually. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, Gio Lambert broke all kinds of bro code with that book, but I think he sees how fledges up all of this is. Apple Girl. Hey, Apple Girl. Oh, you on mute, girl. Let me see.
All right, you can hear me? Hi.
Yeah. Hey, girl. How are you?
No, when you said Gio Lambert broke the bro code, you know what's crazy? As I'm reading through his website and little snippets of the book, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, yo, he's really breaking bro code, and I think it's because even he sees how fucked up all of this really is, and it also made me think. Men know, like they really know.
Apple Girl. I said, how many times have I said that men know the value of women, but women don't know the value of women? You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
See, this is why they listen. It's like women don't even, it's just so sad. Like, I think it's through the media, it's through the fairy tale Disney movies where, you know, we are taught to seek emotional connection and validation. And that is what is keeping women under the thumb of men when that has never been the reason to deal with men, period. Because listen, if you're going to risk your life, which a lot of women literally risk their lives to deal with men, you need to have some type of reward. You need to have some type of material benefit to your life. You need to have a better quality of life. You need to have something.
And you know what? We're doing it for attention, validation. It's so cheap. And let's be real. I'm a woman. I know these women are not happy with that. Like, you could get so much more out of a man, and you'll be so much more happier. Right?
I know.
And I really try to explain this to some women, but it's like, yo,
I know.
Programming is too deep.
It's deep. You know, I was on Clubhouse the other day, and you know, I don't know, I just showed up in this random room, and it was like, what's your type? Like, what you want in a relationship? I said, look, I don't want to lie. I just need a protector and a provider, and just a man that got it. I was like, the sexiest thing a man can say to a woman is, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Mm-hmm. And then tell me why a woman, of course, a black woman, a nurse, I already know. A nurse said that was going to tell me, well, I don't need nobody to provide for me. I was provided for somebody. I was provided for myself since I was 16. I'm like, I feel so bad for you because no other race of women expect to do that.
Yeah.
Asian women, white women, Latino women, everybody expects to have a man to provide for them. And it's just like black women are the only ones that are proud to be a workhorse and a work mule for the men.
You know, I think feminism is partly to blame as well. You know, a lot of women feel like I want to be strong and independent. And the truth is, you can be those things. But when a man is entering your life, he has to provide. If he invests in you, he's more likely to stay. And let's be real, most women, they're not, even though we're trying to be on this gold digging shit now, most women just want a man to be their husband or boyfriend and be there with them.
They don't even want to lie. And the thing is, I said this a little bit earlier, like this whole idea that women are the gold diggers is a lie. Like the men are the gold diggers because they going after something that's worth more than money.
Right. And you know, I think I know what you're talking about when you say that topic, but
it's like,
I kind of was like, you know what? I'm gonna coin the term pussy digger. Because that's what y'all are.
Please.
Society has made it okay for y'all to be that. But on the other side, which is us women, the way we mate, which is, you know, we were naturally hypergamous. Y'all are naturally, you know, you want to sleep with every woman. Society has accepted this the way y'all are. Y'all mating strategy, but society has not accepted ours. In fact, ours has been shunned, shamed. You know what I'm saying? And we need to wake up.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Playbleed, for the donation. Apple Girl, absolutely. Girl, you be really dropping knowledge in the comment section. When you gonna get your own channel?
Yo, I'm gonna make videos. I'm a little scary because sometimes I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? And I know that sounds silly because I know what I'm talking about, but it just seemed a little intimidating to me. But yeah, I'm gonna do it because I want to share the knowledge.
It can be.
I don't want women to
because the trolls be coming out, girl. The trolls be coming out
like yeah, I know, but yeah, I definitely thought about it. I hate to see women suffer, especially when I know, like, we don't have to, and you can get what you want. If you want that husband, you can get it, but you have to make him invest. You have to, like, there's no way around it.
Absolutely, I agree. And like you said before, when a man invests, he's more likely to stick around.
Right.
I mean, it's just
right.
We're waking up though. We are definitely waking up. I think my StreamYard account is about to close down because I've reached my limit for my hour. But I'm gonna come back when I recharge my account. But let me just read these comments real quick. If it cut off, I'm sorry, y'all. If the video cut off, y'all know why. Let you know.
No problem.
Zuko says, indeed, Apple Girl. Ziolana says, girl, look, GL Lambert broke bro code for the check. He probably still running game even after the book. Talk about how he used to be.
Listen, I could live with that. I could live with that.
He talks about how he manipulated women in that book. He talks about how he manipulated women by taking away his attention. And girl, Apple Girl, you said it earlier. You was like, they do it for attention. And it's like, yo, attention is so worthless. What can you do? Unless you monetize that attention, why are you trying to get it?
Yeah, like, I don't need somebody looking at, like, I know I look good. I don't need you looking at me. And it's cheap. And it's you know how GL talks, it's basic bitch thinking. And most of us, too many of us are like that, unfortunately.
Definitely. Hey, Clark Trent, you better hurry up and say something because my video about to cut off. My hours
trying to shut me down before I was about to get with y'all. No, how y'all doing?
You know the video. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm letting you know in advance. If the video stops, I'm sorry.
Okay, I got a quick question. How's everybody doing? What's up to everybody? Okay.
Good.
At one breath, you say, okay, a man should invest, right, into a woman. And when a man invests in something that he cares about, that's what he needs to do with a woman as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so then, okay, what is the thought? Because I think I've heard you say before, a woman should be entertaining multiple men and getting money from them. How do you think those two fit? If a woman's doing that, and if a man, especially if he knows about it, why would he continue investing?
I mean, if he really wants that woman, he will.
Listen.
So you think he should compete?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that's just how it naturally is. I mean, if the video doesn't shut off, let me try to get this article. It's an academic article from the University of Michigan, but it's about it's called Male Sexual Aggression Towards Females. And it talks about how naturally the man is programmed to pursue women, right? Like we are not programmed to pursue men. Like we are not.
I agree with that.
We are not set up to compete for men. Men compete for women. So it's just, that's just how it is. I mean, women hold the key to everything. They hold the key to human life. So they are in the position to be the very picky and choosy ones when it comes to their mates. I mean, and I understand a lot of men don't like that, especially in the manosphere. Right. I just feel like a lot of men want to be women, and I in some way I don't blame them. But just, it is what it is. Like it's we can look at it from a biological standpoint that like it's just, it don't go both ways. I mean, a lot of women want it. A lot of women act like it go both ways, and those are the very women that usually get played.
Okay. I think, in theory, that makes sense what you say. Okay, a man should compete with multiple women and invest in things of that nature. But realistically speaking, when a man is entertaining a woman, vice versa, and he's investing, as you say, in her, usually the interest goes up. And men, we're not robots. We have feelings as well. Mm-hmm. But when if we find out that, wait a minute, you're treating me just like this person, especially after some time has been involved in it, because I think time is just as important as money. So that, I think realistically that causes a problem. Now, again, theory, I get it, but realistically, when you're entertaining a woman, you're invested in her, taking her out, and then I find out, wait a minute, you're doing this to two other brothers. That's gonna cause some friction, realistically. I don't think it's a thing like wanting to be women. It's just like, hey, I'm trying to entertain you here. It feels like I'm wasting time. That's just my thought on it. I just want to add my 2 cents.
I mean, I completely understand that, but I say this: men can have children up until they're 70. Women cannot. So I think I encourage every woman to date multiple men at the same time, because you don't got as much time as men, right? Like, and men, I mean, even when men have more time, they still will run out here and date multiple women. Like, I mean, especially in the Black community. I mean, if you look at the stats, Black men are deemed as the demographic that's most likely to cheat out of every demographic, like out of all other women, all other men of all other ethnicities and races. So, I mean, the odds. So if you're dating, especially in the Black community, if you're dating in this pool, the odds of you, if you're dating a Black man, the odds of you getting a faithful man are low. So it's like you might as well just find the man that's best for you by playing the field, because it's the odds of him being faithful and only sticking to you is just not there. The odds are not in your favor, and the stats show that.
I think I can see that. Okay. And I think also too, when we meet somebody and we're entertaining them, I think we have a tendency on both sides to ignore flags. There's things we can see, like, okay, this person may seem like a player. Sometimes you can't see it. I'll grant you that. But it's kind of like a verse someone said, it doesn't take a whole day to recognize sunshine. Sometimes we know when a person's legit. You could sense out a person's sincerity on things like that. So, I mean, in that situation, if there's a woman, she could really, this brother's been up front. He's making all the right moves. And she could say, hey, this is actually a good dude. Do you think she should still entertain others? Or if she sees this up front with this guy after, let's say, a couple of months or so, 6 months, should she still continue that just the sake of continuing it? Or should she drop the others and pursue just that one? Or let the one pursue her? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I just feel like when a woman is pursuing a man, she's automatically getting the short end of the stick.
Not pursuing, wrong choice of words. I mean, if he's pursuing her and she can see, hey, this brother's made all the right moves, everything seems legit, I haven't noticed any red flags here, do you think then she should still continue to date multiple men? When should it stop and be like, okay, I'm just going to stick with this one?
I feel like women should always acknowledge their options until they get that wedding ring. And it doesn't mean she's entertaining. It doesn't mean that she's entertaining those options, but she should definitely have some options. Because, I mean, listen, like that, it's not her position for security and safety is still not secured until she gets married. And this is just the society that we live in, right? Like a woman could dedicate we see this over and over again, women dedicating their lives to men, and they never get married to these men. And then when these men die, they're not entitled to any of the resources that man has left behind. That those resources will go to the next of kin, go to sisters, brothers, and that woman is looking crazy, high and dry, destitute. So she should be open to being courted and giving resources by multiple men until that man secures her, because it's just not safe, especially in a patriarchal, misogynistic world where women have to face all types of discrimination in the workplace, right? Like, do not commit to a man unless he commits to you. It's just not safe.
It's smart.
And so you said commit once the ring is had.
Okay. It means like shut down all of her options. She shouldn't. It doesn't matter until she get a wedding ring. She should not shut down any of the other options.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to draw the view on that. Thank
you.
Well,
you've been coming to the channel quite a bit. I'm happy you got the courage today to come on.
Yeah, I wanted to jump on, show some love, say hey to everybody, and ask my question.
Before you go, I just want I want to read this to you. This is from the article I mentioned.
Okay.
This is from, I'll show you, Male Aggression Against Women, an Evolutionary Perspective, from Barbara Smuts at the University of Michigan. And it says here, cross-cultural surveys indicate that societies in which men rarely attack or rape women are the exception, not the norm. So that's telling you all around the world, men are attacking and raping women. That is the norm, okay? Cross-culturally, as well as in the United States, male sexual jealousy is the most common trigger for wife beating. Okay, so domestic violence, right? And here's, they have a question. It said, why is male aggression against women so common? Why is this aggression so often linked to sex? Okay, I'll continue. And it says, and why is male aggression against women more frequent and intense in some societies than others? This paper examines these issues from an evolutionary perspective, which assumes that in humans, as in many other animals, male aggression against females often reflects male reproductive striving. So, I mean, and this is something in our nature, right? This is male nature. And if we acknowledge this, it's like the safest thing for a woman to do would be to strategize around protecting herself against this reality. That, I mean, like, I say this all the time. You have women out here getting shot in the face for telling men, no, thank you, I'm not interested, after he,
right.
And you have, right. You have women being sexually assaulted.
That's messed up.
But as you can see from the academic paper, it is male nature, right? And look,
I didn't mean to cut you. I think, like, from history and societies, certain societies and sexist doctrines and things, that's also enhanced it more. I would say that definitely. I don't know all the answers, I'll be honest. I think there's work to be done on both sides, but I do think that is a serious issue with women protecting themselves. It is. I mentioned a story where someone got shot in the face for rejecting a man to go to the prom. So, yeah, it's a serious issue. I don't know all the answers. I do think, like with the sister Apple, is that her name? She said, I think both sides. I think feminism has played an issue as well, and trying to find answers. So, again, I don't know the answers. I know there's a problem. I can only have suggestions. I just think everyone take accountability for themselves and do the research and know the facts, and protect yourself, especially your women, definitely.
But that's all I can say about it. I think really the main point I really want women to take away from this and really sit and think about is that a male's attempt, like there is a large systemic male attempt to control female sexuality, to control female bodies. This is why patriarchy exists. This is why marriage exists. This is why in some states a woman can't even go get her tubes tied and control her own reproductive abilities without a signature from a male, right?
That's what the man too. The man, they ask when you get a vasectomy, are you married? And I think there has to be a two-party thing in that situation.
No. No woman has to sign off on that document in order for a man to get a vasectomy. I mean, like you can look this up, but in order for a woman to control her body, a man has to sign off in some states, not all states.
Okay, because I'm gonna have to look at that up because my father got one, and I have looked into it because I'm about to get one, and that was one of the questions.
But understand, like it's not about a question.
And that's just one thing. I get it.
In order to get the procedure, I can almost guarantee you, if you continue and try to get your vasectomy, like you will not have to have some type of woman sign off on a paper for you to control your own body. But you know, like even you can even look at birth control, Kirk, like all these methods for birth control for women, the pill, the patch, the shot. And it's like all of these things really compromise a woman's sexual health. Like women lose their fertility trying to get on birth control. Women, you know, get all this hormone disruption. Like they face a lot of health consequences when, listen, a woman can only have one baby in a year, or unless she has twins or triplets, but she can only get pregnant pretty much once a year. She can only only finish a pregnancy once a year. But a man, if it really was about preventing pregnancy and not about controlling female bodies, they would have more methods for men to not have children than for women, because a man can have an infinite amount of children every year. Like literally a man could get thousands of women pregnant every year. But a woman can't. So the real, when we really, if we're really thinking about like, oh, are we really worried about like births, then we would be focusing on men. But the reason why there aren't so many options for men to control their reproductive abilities is because it's not about controlling male bodies. Everything has always been about controlling female bodies. And it's because female bodies are very powerful. I mean, if you control the female body, you control the means of reproduction. If you can control the means of reproduction, you control everything.
Right, it's the source. Yeah.
I mean, women have to understand this, and they have to really take control. Like everything that I do is to encourage women to take control of their own bodies, of their own reproduction, of their own sexuality, and it's up to them. Like, and I it's.
You have no fight for me there. I totally agree with you on that.
They should control their own bodies, their own sexuality, their own reproductive capabilities, but they also. Another layer of my argument is that they should be strategic about it. Like, why are you having kids with men who are broke and can't take care of you? And then you wonder why you living in poverty.
I have no argument with that either. I agree with that. You have to be strategic on who you mate with and vet people properly. No argument here with that part. So I agree with you.
Macho, why did you leave? Sorry, I was talking so much. Control the female.
I'm gonna jump back in the chat, sister. I'll be in the chat with y'all.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you for finally coming up.
Oh, no problem.
All right, Apple Girl, you got any last remarks, girl?
Yeah, I would just say, everyone read the book because it's good stuff in there. That's pretty much it. All right.
Thank you, girl. Bye, Apple Girl. See you. Ziolana says guys can just get condoms. Women have to go to the doctor to get birth control and have to go to gynecological appointments and do pap smears or more limited access to birth control. Definitely. But anyway, thank you for coming through, everyone. I'm super tired. I gotta go to bed. Thank you, Uncle Wayne and Playby for the donations. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. And I will see you lovely people later. Make sure if you are interested. Bye, Clerk Trent. Thanks for coming up for the first time. And if you guys are interested in my Facebook group about feminine strategy, and we're going over the book Hotactics, it's going to be like a book club / strategy club type of group, Facebook group type thing. You can hit me up on my Instagram account. It is at Universe. Let me put it up here. UniverseTrip. It's in the chat right here. Ooh, actually, there's a typo in that. Universe.trip. You should hit me up, okay, if you're interested in the group. And I will talk to you lovely people later. Bye, Melanie. Bye, Macho. Bye, Nick. See you later. Bye, Melanie. Bye, Ziolana. Thanks, Clark Trent. Thanks, Apple Girl. Appreciate you, girl.